Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wildcats about to kick it away and get this season started. And he's not going to take the touchback. Ball down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Gonna run it. It's Jamison. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage.
There he goes. Spins away from the defense. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key...
Headed to the end zone, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bearcats! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll ride Davis here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Saunders. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line and pick up of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Saunders. Sets up the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. They march 78 yards down the field. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Rides the back and leaves it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's moving out of the pocket. Slithers into space. Turning it on. He gets the job done. Picking. First down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Took a shot as he threw. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. This time on target. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The short hands, it's Carney. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wideout. This quarterback part of their running game. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
This This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
The safeties are usually the quarterbacks of the defense. They're getting everybody lined up. They're coming down in the box and making big tackles. But they also do a great job in the back end with their coverage, breaking on the football, getting the big INT.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. He's got him in the flat. Taking it the other way. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good, and then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Makes the catch. It's Skinner. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that.
Breaks into the open. Gets it past the marker. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked.
efficiency if you're on this offense right now. 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Kentucky! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The short hands, it's Carney. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play, it didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
A very productive run gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. He now has 62 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. And he's forced out of bounds after a huge loss on the play. What a boneheaded moment.
And you really need your quarterbacks, man, to understand, like, to stay on schedule. And we can't take those big losses, right? So once I start to scramble around and I'm trying to buy time or I'm trying to make a big play, like, give it up, get north-south, throw the football away. You can't just turn, run out of bounds, and take that big loss.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Calls his own number. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. They'll give it to Johnson. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
after putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Coming out with it, it's Patterson. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by volition.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Run it with the fullback. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Hauser. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. To the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Keeps looking downfield. He'll take another shot here. And they can't make the play on third down.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
The ball pops out on the return. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover.
And that's got to be a big-time break because when you're a punt returner and you got all those guys flying down there and all those hands and all that speed on the field, it's hard to get back on the football. Nice job fumbling it. Not really, obviously, but a nice job recovering it.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Quarterback making checks. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, Who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line. They create just enough space.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive. But you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Oh, he missed it. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bearcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Now the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous balance, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security.
Going for it all. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. He's at the touchdown, Cincinnati. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Kansas State has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today, and if you thought this coach was colorful before, wait till his postgame. They're trailing by 14 to Texas State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
To the air, it's Saunders. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And as he throws, can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Building momentum, picking up up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback moving. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
On third down, he drops the throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a...
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Saunders. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky. They take the lead with the 6. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined excellent job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on fourth down. A quick pass to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, that goes down as a pass completion. How about the quarterback seeing the fullback, understanding I can get some positive yards here, dumping it off to him to get a small gain.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Throwing on the run. Gets a hand in there and breaks it up. It's incomplete, but wait, there is a flag down on the play. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. First down here for the offense. On the run, it's Jamison. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. It's a phony punt. They're going to run it for the up man. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake.
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt, and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
Going to the ground. There he goes. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Ready? Here's the handoff. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Saunders. Finds his man down the middle. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Washington State is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 17 to Rice. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Definitely keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They run the reverse. Runs through the tackle.
Well, I like trick plays. I just don't love dialing up the reverse on third down, though, because if the defense doesn't bite, and they're already expecting pass anyway, a lot of guys have their eyes on the QB. They're just following the football in zone coverage, and they use their speed, rally to him, make a tackle, and now set up fourth down.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give to Davis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw at Saunders. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking for room, it's Jamison. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to...
Turning it on! Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Give to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
First and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got it in the middle. It's Davis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll run play action. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Big fullback's got it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for any...
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking downfield, it's Saunders. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the fullback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. It's a seam wide open. The 20. Touchdown Bearcats. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, and it's Skinner. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Kentucky right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
The play-action fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davis. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Cincinnati! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up 14 over Air Force. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air, it's Saunders. Right down the middle. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Quarterback on the keeper. fights off a defender. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense calls a timeout to put together a strategy. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very...